Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Sri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kamta Radha Kamta Namosute Tapta Kanshana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are in the 18th chapter. We have successfully finished 36 slokas, close to half of the 18th chapter. So Krishna's mercy, now we are understanding about determination in the three modes of material nature. That's what we studied last week. And today we are going to study about the happiness in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, three modes of material nature. So everything is coming under these three modes of nature. So everything is controlled by in this material world, controlled by Maya, Prakriti, and there is Krishna's divine nature, Devin Prakriti. So that's what there is. Devige Aisa Gunamayi. So Devige Aisa Gunamayi. That's what Krishna said, the divine nature. So simply by surrendering unto Krishna, we can free ourselves from Maya. For that, we need to have knowledge which we are getting every day, studying this Bhagavad Gita. So this knowledge is revealing us everything. Ajnanena avritam jnanam tena mukhyanti jantavaga. That is the only reason for our struggle and suffering in this material world. Ajnanena avritam jnanam. We need to now remove that covering. So our knowledge is covered by ignorance. Ajnanena avritam. Avritam jnanam. So avritam jnanam means our knowledge is covered by ignorance. And our knowledge is covered by also the lust, kama, desires, material desires. So here Krishna is saying that Ajnanena avritam jnanam tena mukhyanti jantavaga. That's what Krishna says. So in the 5th chapter which we studied. So also Krishna says that it is our knowledge is basically our knowledge, like because of ignorance we are struggling and suffering in this material world. So that's why tena mukhyanti jantavaga. So tena mukhyanti jantavaga means we are getting bewildered by such ignorance. And also Krishna says in the 3rd chapter, avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairena kama rupena kaunteya duspurena analena cha. So our knowledge is also covered by this kama rupa, in the form of kama, lust, desire, materialistic desire. So that our knowledge is covered by that. So that's why avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairena kama rupena kaunteya duspurena analena. So that way, when we don't have knowledge, when we are ignorant, so when we have materialistic attachments, materialistic desires, so what is going to happen? That we are going to struggle and suffer in this material world. So it's happening in our life in everyone's life in this material world? Because of not having the knowledge. That is the only reason. That is the only reason. If we have the knowledge, then we know how to stop this our struggle in this material world. If we have the knowledge. So that means if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that's what we are doing. So it's simply the difference between knowing the knowledge and not knowing the knowledge. So people who are struggling and suffering in this material world, they don't have the knowledge. And people who are devotees, who are able to lead a peaceful life and purposeful and blissful life, and they are able to receive Krishna's causeless mercy all the time. And so all such things, that is because they have the knowledge. And what is the type of knowledge they have it? They have the knowledge that Krishna is the Supreme Person. So that is the knowledge. We need to have that knowledge that Krishna is the Supreme Person. Purushottam. So we are understanding everything. So that way, we cannot make up philosophy ourselves. We should not be following different types of movements, different types of gurus, different types of teachings, all such things. They all are going to confuse us, and we are not going to go in the right direction. We have to follow only Krishna's teachings as it is. That's why Srila Prabhupada titled his Bhagavad Gita book as Bhagavad Gita as it is. Because I have mentioned many times in the past very clearly that there is no need for any interpretation of this Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very straightforward. The message what Krishna is teaching us, communicating to us in this Bhagavad Gita, everything is very clear. Just in the sloka itself, it's very clear. There is no need for any interpretation at all. Every message, every sloka, everything is very clear. So if that is the case, then why there are so many different versions, different interpretations, different ways of studying, different movements, different teachers, gurus, different philosophies? All such things are not going to help us. Follow one path, only one way, one direction that is shown by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Simply accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead based on the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So first, when you start studying Bhagavad Gita, you may not be even accepting Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Even that was the case with me, at least 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago, when I started studying Bhagavad Gita, on day one, I did not know anything about Krishna, first of all. So then how can I accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord? But this knowledge made a lot of everything made sense. So this knowledge, whatever Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, so about body, mind, senses, intelligence, soul, and everything is scientific. It's Rajavidya, the king of knowledge. And once you get the knowledge, we understand very well that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. So based on the scientific understanding of Bhagavad Gita, when we accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord, Purushottama, so then our understanding is going to be completely right, and we are never going to be bewildered in this understanding at all. There is no point of time we will get a confusion. At no point of time we are going to get any confusion. So that's what we need to understand. So we are going to be fully dependent on Krishna, believing in Krishna and serving Krishna. And our life is going to be completely Krishna conscious with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that is the way to lead a life with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, we know that because of our past so much of attachments in this material world, on day one itself, we may not be able to give up everything, but we should, but over a period of time, when we study this Bhagavad Gita, when we continue to serve Krishna, offer prasadam to Krishna, and connected with Krishna, especially through this Bhagavad Gita class every day, and we are getting now a lot of opportunities actually, which I always say that we have to identify so many devotees and bring them to our Bhagavad Gita class. So if we get ourselves engaged like that, so then what is going to happen is that we are always going to be connected with Krishna. Our day-to-day life, every day, every moment, everything should be only centered around Krishna. So then there is no confusion at all. Then we are going to become a strong devotee of Krishna. At that point of time, in our life, Krishna is everything and everything else is nothing. That's what we understood. So Krishna is everything for us. And everything else is nothing for us. Because as long as we connect them with Krishna, then it is fine. Otherwise, we should not be attached to anything in this material way. So in the 18th chapter, we finished 36 slokas. Last week, we started studying about the Dhriti, determination. So what we studied in sloka number 33 in the 18th chapter. Dhritya yaya dharayate manaha pranendriya kriyaga yogena vyabhicharinya dhriti sa partha satviki. So we studied about the dhriti, determination in the mode of goodness. So that's what dhritya yaya dharayate. So one who sustains their determination, so by which mind and all our body, senses, all our activities, everything. So manaha pranendriya kriyaga. So yogena avyabhicharinya. So by performing this yoga practice without any break, without any deviation, so that kind of dhriti, so that kind of dhriti is in the mode of goodness. So that is, O son of Pritha, that determination which is unbreakable, so which is sustained with steadfastness by yoga practice. That's what yoga avyabhicharinya. And which thus controls the activities of mind, life and senses. Manaha pranendriya kriyaga. So their determination, dhriti sa partha satviki, their determination is in the mode of goodness. So that's what we understood. So when we study Bhagavad Gita, when we are very much determined to study and serve Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are very much determined to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and offer prasadam to Krishna and controlling all our day-to-day activities, because anything we do, it should be only for Krishna. So that way we have to do everything regulated. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapna vabodasya, everything, whatever we do, it should be yukta only. It should be regulated. So that kind of thing is in determination in the mode of goodness. So dhriti is a partha satviki. So then in the next sloka, sloka number 34, Krishna is continuing then. Yaya tu dhamma kamartha dhritya dharayate arjuna prasangena palakankshi dhriti sa partha rajasi. Yaya tu dharma kamartha. So dhritya dharayate arjuna. So that determination we get because we are attached to the sense objects, sense gratification. That's what dharma, kama. So there is sense gratification, religiosity, sense gratification, and economic development, artha. So only for such purposes, if we are attached to that, so that means we are attached to the results of the activities. So that's what desiring the results of the activities, prasangena palakankshi. So desiring the results, so attached to the results. So that kind of determination is in the mode of rajoguna. So people who get so much determined to work and achieve results, they are all results oriented in this material world, even without having any knowledge about Bhagavad Gita, not having any knowledge about Krishna, but only attached to the results of the activities, but they are very determined to get them. And that kind of determination is actually in the mode of passion, in the rajoguna. So, but that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of the nature of passion, O Arjuna. Then Krishna is continuing in the next sloka, sloka number 35. Yaya swapnam bayam sokham visadam madam yevacha navimchati durmeda Dhritihi sa pata tamasi. A person who is determined to sleep, that's why Jaya Swapnam, Bayam, fearing and Sokam and distress all the time, moroseness, Visadam, moroseness, and Madam, so illusion, so all such things. One who never gives up such kind of unintelligence, so Durmeta, so who never gives up all these things. So that person's determination is in the mode of ignorance. Dritigi Sapata Tamasi. So, and their determination, which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion, such unintelligent determination, O son of Pritha, is in the mode of darkness. Then in the next sloka, sloka number 36, Krishna is coming there, Sukham. So there are three types of happiness, which we are going to study in the slokas 37, 38, 39. So, Sukham Vidani Trividam Shunu me Bharatarshava Abhyasad Ramate Yatra Dukhantam Chanigachati. So now you hear from me, Shrunu me Bharatarshava, O best among the Bharatas. So there are three types of happiness. Sukham idanim trividam. So there are three types of happiness you hear from me. Abhyasat ramate yadra. By practicing, one can enjoy and he can bring all the miseries to an end. Dukkhantam. So one can, dukkha is distress, antam means end. One can bring all the distress to an end. So that way, one, by knowing this knowledge, by following what Krishna is teaching, guiding here, that's what will happen. So, O best of the Bharatas, now please hear from me about the three kinds of happiness by which the conditioned soul enjoys and by which he sometimes comes to the end of all distress. So that's what we are going to study in the next three slokas. What are the three types of happiness? So in the mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. So this is the sloka what we are studying for this week. So in the 18th chapter, sloka number 37, Krishna is continuing very clearly there. Yat tatagre visham iva pariname amrtho pamam tat sukham satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. So, in the beginning, agre, in the beginning, it looks like visham, paisam. That kind of happiness in the beginning, which looks like paisam. Like we have to give up this materialistic attachments, materialistic desires, and we have to undergo austerities, like to do all those things to give up. Once we get love on Krishna, then automatically it's easy for us to do all these things. But in the beginning, it looks like poison, it looks like difficult. But at the end, pariname, at the end, it becomes a nectar, amirthopamam. So it's compared to nectar at the end. That kind of happiness. So that kind of happiness, in the beginning, which looks like a poison, but at the end, it becomes a nectar. So that is called as happiness in the mode of goodness, satvikam proktam. And it is born of like atma buddhi prasadajam. So it's born of the intelligence about the self. So that's what prasada jam. So that kind of happiness, basically it's born of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, this Adhyatma Vidhi. So when we know this Bhagavad Gita, we are very happy. When we are connected with Krishna, we are very happy. For example, for us studying this Bhagavad Gita right now, every day, we are enjoying, we are really achieving, we are really experiencing the real happiness, actual happiness. So this is happiness even above the three modes of material nature. So that's what we need to understand. So that which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing there. This sloka number 38. Vishayendriya samyoga Yattadagre amirthopamam pariname vishamiva tat sukham rajasam smritham. So, Visayendriya Samyoga, Visaya Indriya, Visaya is the sense objects, Indriya means senses. So, the sense objects and the senses, the combination of sense objects and senses. So, that kind of happiness which we are achieving in this material world, when our senses are coming in contact with the sense objects. So that's what Bhagyasparsh says, so asaktatma. So we should not be attached to this external sense enjoyment. So that means when our senses come in contact with sense objects, whether eating a sweet or touching some soft things or hearing some songs and all such things, they are all sense objects. So Visayendriya Samyoga, Yattadagre Amirthopamam. So in the beginning, it looks like nectar, it feels like nectar. But Pariname Visham Iva. At the end, it will become poison. That's what in the 5th chapter we studied. Krishna taught us very clearly that there is dukkha yone evate. Yegi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate adyanthavantaha kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaga. So that samsparsaja bhoga, so that material sense, that sense enjoyment, when our material senses are in contact with material sense objects, so that is dukkha yone evare, that is the source of distress. So that's what pariname vishamiva. At the end, it will become like a poison. So that kind of happiness is in the mode of passion, rajoguna. Tat sukham rajasam smritham. So that happiness which is derived from contact of the senses with their objects and which appears like nectar at the first but poison at the end is said to be of the nature of passion. So next Krishna is teaching us about happiness in the mode of ignorance. So, Yadagre chanubande cha sukham mohanamaatmanaga nidralasya pramadotham katamasam mudakritam. So, which is anubandha. So, it is in the beginning, at the end. So, it is actually that kind of happiness which is always illusion. That is illusory. That is mohanam atmanagam. And it leads to only kind of nidra, that is the sleep, and alasya, that is the laziness, and madness, pramada, that is illusion. So that kind of things, a person who finds happiness in just only sleeping all the time and lazy all the time and not doing anything. So a person who finds happiness in such kind of lifestyle, so that is in the mode of ignorance, that tamasam udakritam. So, and that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from the beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be of the nature of ignorance. Then in the 40th sloka, what we are studying then, Natatasti prithivyam va divideveshu va punaga Sattvam prakriti jai muktam yadebi syatribir gunai. So either in this material world, in this earth, or even in the heavenly planets like Swargaloka, the upper level planetary systems, still they are all material planets. So wherever we go, so either in the earth or in the heavenly planets, everywhere we go, there is no one, nathat asti, there is no one who lives there who are freed from this prakriti jai muktam. So who are freed from these three modes of material nature. So that's what. So there is no such existence, sattvam. So nobody is there who are freed from the three modes of material nature, because that's what, which are tribir gunagi, the three modes of material nature. So everybody is under the influence of these three modes of material nature. When we have this material body, that itself is a proof that we are under the control of the three modes of material nature. So now, by studying this Bhagavad Gita, by following this Bhagavad Gita, by practicing this Bhagavad Gita, by surrendering unto Krishna, rendering devotional service unto Krishna, we can come to elevate ourselves to the Brahma Bhuta platform, then afterwards we are not going to come back here, we are going to go to Goloka. So that's what we need to understand. So anyone who is taking birth in this material world, definitely, other than Krishna, everyone here, they are all under the control of the three modes of material nature. That's what Krishna is saying very clearly, that there is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary system, which is freed from these three modes born of material nature. So we understand that very clearly by Krishna's causeless mercy. We have successfully finished 40 slokas in the 18th chapter. So we have 38 more slokas to finish the 18th chapter. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we'll chant 2 rounds of mantra, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Namo Vishwapalaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishwapalaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gauravakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, S.K. Garg Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much for the Sunday class.
Yes, Prabhu.
Very enlightening and clearly understood. I have a small doubt to Guruji. You said that even the devas who are in the heaven, they're also governed by the three gunas of nature. So would you like to elaborate on that? Because I had the understanding that Devata are superior to the human race, and they are the demigods, and they are not governed by the worldly the habits.
So they are all in material planets, Prabhu. Everything are material world only, part of material world. So Krishna said that in the entire material world, everywhere, no being is free from the three modes of nature. Even if you take in this earth also, some countries are really very rich and they have so much power to control other countries. Or some people are very rich, very, So like that, Devadas, the demigods, they have more material power, material things what they have. But that doesn't mean that they are free from the modes of nature. They are also under the control of the modes of nature only. But mainly, it's predominated by the mode of goodness. Urdvam gacchanti sattvasta, madhye tistanti rajasa, jahanya guna vrittista, adho gacchanti tamasa. So, in the 14 planetary systems, if you go upwards from the earth, it is in the mode of goodness. Urdvam gacchanti sattvasta, madhye tistanti rajasa. So, earth is a middle level planet where the rajoguna is predominant. So, jahanya guna vrittista, adho gacchanti tamasa. If you get down into the lower level planets, the mode of ignorance is predominant. But everywhere the three modes of material nature are controlling. Yes, bro. So only Goloka, when you go to spiritual world, there are no modes of nature. It's not, we are not under the control of the three modes of nature. So in this universe, wherever we see the star, we are seeing unlimited number of galaxies, that means unlimited number of stars, all our solar systems. So they're all part of material world. In Krishna's world, Goloka, there is no star, there is no moon. Natat vasayate suryo nasasanko na pavaka. So that means there are so many countless number of material universes here, material galaxies are there. Everywhere, everyone is controlled by the three modes of nature. Yes, Prabhu. Got it, Prabhu?
Yes, Guruji. Yes, I had the wrong understanding. So, in other words, except that the Krishna, except that Brahman, everyone is governed by the three modes of the material nature.
Once we are free, we go to Goloka. Yes, we won't be material.
The degree of being the sattvic or rasic, that can be differing in person to person, or the race to race.
Yes, bro.
When we are moving towards the sattvic, so that means we are going upwards.
Yes, bro.
Right, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ani Pepper Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for another wonderful class. No questions tonight. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Palniappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare.
So today's anyway, all slogas are really good. I could hear the previous Sunday, I could not that slogas also I could
Yes, Prabhu.
understand. And only problem I faced is this YouTube Tamil I could 3-4 classes I could listen, whereas English I could not get in even because of the place where we went. We were not getting proper YouTube also.
Yes.
So that is the now I am now in Bangalore, so I will be able to go through the YouTube whatever happened last year. Yes, otherwise, so okay, everything is okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Rama. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Dandavat Pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Pranam Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, thank
Hare
you for the
Krishna.
class, Guruji.
Thank you.
The one question that I had is, you told in the mode of goodness, the actions which we do will be looking like poison in the beginning, but later it will look like nectar. But
Okay.
as we grow higher and higher in the mode of goodness itself, will all our actions also be like nectar and the results also will be like nectar?
Yes, Mataji. After, once we start growing, once we are in Krishna consciousness, we are not even in the 3 modes of nature, Mataji. Everything.
Correct. Because when we are listening to the class or when we are doing other things, reading and being with, good satsang, then we are feeling happy only. We are not
Happy
feeling
only,
that it is
from the
poisonous.
beginning to end, happiness only. In
Yes.
Krishna consciousness, that's what chant and be happy only. Krishna consciousness is full of happiness only. There is nothing. It's once that happens, once you start loving Krishna, correct? Once you have the knowledge, when we develop that love on Krishna, then it's happiness from the beginning to end. That's what.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you once again for the wonderful class, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Very nice to daily be in Krishna consciousness, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you.
Guruji, there is so much to know and learn. So many things we have been doing all these years without giving much thought. So many things we have been doing wrong because everyone else was doing it. Yes, Guruji, thank you so much. Today we learned about happiness in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So Guruji, every day we are learning and progressing. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you for your efforts. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Guruji. Really enjoyed.
Yes.
And that Bhagavad Gita covers all aspects of life, Guruji. There is not even a single topic it is not covered in the Bhagavad Gita, Guruji. Really interesting. It is really interesting, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Subhalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But what Krishna says, we are in material life. We are in material life. that was poison, I think. But nowadays, what Krishna, human beings, minds are three varieties of Rajasa, Tamasa, Satvika. He is explaining that. But what I am understanding that what Krishna says. But nowadays we are getting nectar, Krishna Amrita, Krishna Nama Amrita nectar. So we are getting that nectar. Always we are chanting Krishna mantra. And so we are going to, I think, Goloka.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Chanting always Krishna mantra
We'll go
and
to-
get
no doubt. Yes.
Goloka, I think. So that is Amritam, nectar, Krishna Nama Amritam.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Today's class, thank you very much.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna.
Namaskar, Prabhuji, namaskar.
Hare Krishna. Kripa Lakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji. And thank you also for in the YouTube channel, you have separately separated all the videos according to the chapters. That's really helpful for us while
Yes.
reading Bhagavad Gita,
Playlist.
Guruji.
Mhm.
Really appreciate that, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Very nice, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. It's really wonderful to know what exactly is the position of the demigods also.
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Guruji, for the class. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे हरे तुम्बो नंदरी सर जी हरे कृष्णा
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class. Nice work. Very good.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Pranam. Pranam.
Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, I could attend today's class, 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge. In this 18th chapter, presently we are dealing with the main three modes of nature, influence of these three modes of nature. Our knowledge is covered by ignorance and material desires. And as we are bewildered by this ignorance, as a result, we suffer in this material world. So we have to have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We have to understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Then our knowledge will be very much useful. Other knowledge just confuses us. Only Krishna, knowledge of Krishna, we have to follow. And this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very clear and straightforward. There is no interpretation. To follow direction shown by Krishna by knowing about Bhagavad Gita. Fully dependent on Krishna, surrender unto Krishna. Always connect unto Krishna, remain in Krishna's consciousness. Krishna is everything and everything else is nothing. Then we studied 18th chapter, 33, 34, 35 slokas describe the determination in the three modes of nature. 36 sloka tells about happiness. It tells about there are happiness, three kinds of happiness. By practicing, one can enjoy happiness and make a distress to an end. In the 1837th sloka, happiness in the beginning, which is like poison, and slowly at the end it tastes like nectar. And on the basis of satisfaction, this happiness is nothing but happiness in the mode of goodness. And it is a real happiness what we have to enjoy. Then in 38th sloka, happiness derived from the object of senses and combination of senses. It begins like a nectar, and at the end it turns into poison. This is in the mode of passion. That is the source of distress only. Then happiness in the mode of ignorance. That is both in beginning and it tastes like poison only, and it is illusory happiness, leads to nidra, laziness, and all types of problems. In the 40th sloka, Krishna tells, wherever there, either in the material world or in heavenly planets of demigods, there is no one who is free from all these three modes of nature. That is told in the 40th sloka. By following Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we can elevate to Brahma Bhuta platform. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Swami Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Swami Prabhu.
Guruji.
Hare
So,
Krishna.
Prabhuji nicely expressed some synopsis of this chapter. It is chapter really, I am very sorry I joined late because generally on Sunday, if I request one thing, if Sunday particularly, 8:40, that is the right time you are doing regularly, particularly Sunday, I want to take, if it is possible, 8 o'clock, if it is possible, only Sunday only, so that I can join, because I don't have any knowledge in Sanskrit. So Sunday, 9 o'clock, I have a class. I learn Sanskrit so that I can understand better.
You can follow through the YouTube. Yes, bro. You can follow this.
Yes, I can watch YouTube. It is your convenient time. Yes, I know that. So I will watch, if possible, early classes, or not possible, I will take YouTube. You have provided all the facilities, Guruji. Because it is a golden. Those who have failed, they can also attend. It is a very nice. So I may not join physically, but I can take the YouTube channel. So that is a good service. Those who are failed to attend the online classes, they can also listen to that. Okay, very nice class. Really, what is Sukha? This is a kind of Sukha. That kind of Sukha, you can get it from direct or indirect. That is a great pleasure. So very fortunate that Prabhuji and our devotee explained nicely, and we have a detailed analysis daily, regularly. Although I am in the other class, I left it immediately. The class is going on, but I could not tolerate to miss the class. At least 5 minutes I can visit my Guruji and I can see my Guruji. So I left the class. Then I joined Gita. So late hour, so that because I could not able to, I will miss the class. Although I am available here, so this is the main important class. Other classes are not important. Still then, you have given more chances. That YouTube channel. So really, yesterday also I joined in the evening, Govardhan Guruji, Prabhuji, and so many online classes. Yes, by ISKCON organization is doing a great service. All this, but in this class is different. This class is different. They deliver lecture, but it's a nice class. For ISKCON is organizing so many classes, so many they are doing, but our class is very specific because we are transforming ourselves. There you will listen. There also on question answer classes is going on. Still then, this class is something intimate and which helps us. We may do wrong, we immediately correct it. So this is a natural class. I feel more and more joy by attending your class and so that I don't like to miss any class, any time. Only Gita. Whenever I find time, I don't like to miss the class, particularly because I don't have that knowledge. Because from childhood, we should start the class. Now it is late hour. Still, then I don't like to waste my time. So may not be fully complete knowledge. Actually, is from childhood, one should read Gita, without which one cannot complete man. One cannot be a perfect man. So that is also Mani Prabhu also nicely showed yesterday. So from childhood you should start. And really, you are fortunate, Guruji. Without any difficulties you faced, you started teaching and imparting this transcendental knowledge, this Raja Vidya, Vidya Vidya, this king of knowledge. Really, daily you are regularly this confidential knowledge you are giving. We are fortunate. And those who miss, they should also attend the class. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman. Naman.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada speak.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.